Hello all and welcome back to Tech Anorak. So this is my second drone flight. I'm just about to take off. There we go, we're up in the air. So I tried to catch a sunrise, guys, and I was a little bit late. The sun's still up, and I had some issues with my settings. So the lowest ND filter I've got is an ND16. Apparently for sunsets you want an ND8. I think I would have got away with a 16, but I made a mistake in that I left the camera. I left the camera on auto. So I should have lowered my ISO to I think about 100. But I have my ISO on 3200, so it's I think that's underexposed, isn't it, guys, or overexposed? I'm not too sure. But yeah, this series of videos is going to be like me trying new things. Hopefully you'll learn from my mistakes, but I did get some good footage here, so I'm happy with the sun going down there. I think it looks pretty, well, it does look pretty, like it's a nice golden sky there. I'm liking the highlights of the clouds. So one thing I noticed as well, if the camera's pointing directly at the sun, the ground looks overexposed, but when you angle the gimbal down, it's a lot more legible. You can see, a lot clearer. I'm still working things out, so hopefully through these videos you're going to see me getting better, and you might even see some nice footage. So I caught a train going down the lines there, and just trying to pan a bit gently. But I'm really impressed with this drone. As I said on my last video, it's a brilliant bit of kit, and I think you just need to tweak your settings. But I've read on forums that the Mavic Air 2s and the Mini 2, they can suffer from some noise on the sensors, so it is what it is. It's a cheap consumer drone, and the images I'm getting out of it, I'm super impressed. It's brilliant. So just panning around again, just looking for things to film, really. I think I do a 360 here. This is me turning the drone manually. I'm not using any quick moves there. So I did a full 360 from the sun all the way back. So basically just turning the left thumbstick to the right to rotate the drone. Now descending. The highest to go on this video is 90 meters and about 470 meters distance, because the limit you can go in the UK is 500 meters, and you need to also keep the drone in sight, in your line of sight. That's a nice shot there. So you've got the crane that you might have seen on my last video, and the church in the background there, and I like the silhouettes in the sky. I think that's really pretty. It'd be a good still actually of this is Standish in Wigan. There's me. So like I say, I'm on public land there. I'm on a road. Okay, so there's a little stream here that I'm approaching now, and it doesn't show up very well. I don't know if it might not be very deep, but yeah, these fields, you see horses in them normally. I think they'd all gone to the stables, but you can see a little stream actually. There you go. And lots of molehills. It's amazing how many molehills you see flying a drone. The last location was like that as well. So just playing around with the gimbal head, trying to get used to it. Getting too jerky there. That's a bit better, a bit fast. You want to slow your moves down really, guys, so. And leveling the gimbal to the horizon. So I'm going to have a proper play around with these ND filters and the drone's camera settings, because as I said, I am a novice, and hopefully I'll get to a really good place, but I'm just going to document it as like a drone flyer's journal, really. So this is on 2x zoom, so you may see the image go a little soft, but there's a fire there in the distance, if you can see as well. Some smoke coming up, but again, really usable footage. One thing I didn't do today that I think I'd like to on my next flight is maybe some slow motion. So if you do 2.7K instead of 4K, then you can, slow it down in post. That looks quite nice. I've seen a few tips on flying backwards, and that can look cinematic. Again, I'm just learning. This is quite nice, smooth stick work on the flight forward. Anyway, the turning of the drone, the rotation, that may be a little jerky then. All different coloured fields here. Yeah, I drive past here quite often, and I do the school run going past here because it's quieter than going through the main roads near where I live, and you see big crows on all these fields, probably eating grain or whatever they do. So again, quite nice and smooth here. It's just a case of practicing, I think, really, guys, and I think I'm going to do some simulator work as well, using the controller, and hopefully master it then. Yeah, playing with the gimbal here, a bit too much maybe. So I got a little bit more ambitious here with this stream, and I tried to follow the path of it. It comes off pretty well, I think, guys, from memory. I'm watching this back. I've not watched it once already, so this is just memory from the flight. But start to rotate the drone now whilst still going forward, trying to get the gimbal right so I can look at that stream. So there's quite a lot going on, when you're trying to focus your camera. If you're used to, using just normal cameras, when you're on your feet, and or smartphones, using a drone's totally different. You've got other things to think about. Okay, so I think this is maybe the furthest out I went with the drone, as I say, just about 450 meters, so still within the 500 meter limit, and you can set distances for your the distance flown and the altitude in the settings, which is really good, so that you can't exceed the limits on what you're legally allowed to do. So this is nice and slow. As I say, there's a lot of artifacts. It's just down to experience, really. I should have really used the pro mode, and I think it's DCine-like, and then brought down the ISO, because obviously the ND filter's in play, so I think that maybe threw the auto off on the camera. Okay, so I think this is the best shot I've done, or best sequence. So this red van, I was waiting for something to come out of the tunnel, and then I lined up, and then it's facing the van and the road, and then I just pan right, make the drone fly right with the right thumbstick, and just tried to keep the van in shot all the way, and I think it works pretty well, this one. I was quite impressed while I was doing it, and it can move, this little drone. It's pretty fast. So yeah, you can just see it behind the I turn the gimbal head, then I will turn the whole drone, because although I'm up high, I'm still a novice, and I was just making sure I didn't hit any trees or anything. But it's just a field, it's a clear run. But again, maybe that's a tip for everybody. Like, try and stay on somewhere open to start with, like I've done, because you just you don't need any added pressure of trying to avoid trees or power lines or anything up high. So if you can get somewhere like this, or a beach, even if you live near the coast, that'd be a good tip. But yeah, or a park. I believe you can look, most country parks or municipal parks, you should be able to fly in them. So then I followed the path of this van all the way around, so hopefully he's not paranoid and thinking, oh, why is there a drone following me? Again, I'm looking to the right with the drone just in case I crash into anything, because I don't fully know what I'm doing yet. But yeah, near enough I've kept up with that van. I was really chuffed with that. It's like I say, probably my best sequence. So I have one last go at capturing the sunset here, and yeah, like I say, you can still see that crane silhouette and the church. And then I think, yeah, I've given up here. I've thought, oh, it's getting a bit dark, the sun's gone down, and I'm flying back to... There's me on the corner there, on the road. So here's a drone coming into land now, guys, and yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this one again. It's, like I say, it's my second attempt, and I'm still learning, but as I say, you can learn from my mistakes, hopefully, and hopefully I'll give you, a bit of a laugh and some entertaining content as I learn to fly the drone and get more confident with it. And end game, hopefully you learn with me, and we both get good with drones, or this might make your mind up on whether you should buy a DJI Mini 2 or whether it's not the drone for yourself. But I think this drone's perfect for me because you don't have to do any special courses. It's under 250 grams, and as a content creator, it just adds another string to my bow. Another way to film. And here I am here. If you notice then, guys, my DJI Osmo Pocket's mounted on my shoulder, so you can see the drone now. That's the Osmo Pocket, and on the picture-in-picture now, that's that feed. So that's a brilliant camera as well. So I've got no ND filter on the Osmo Pocket. Look at the difference in the colour of the sky. So it's a lot darker on the drone and a lot lighter on the Osmo Pocket, obviously there looking at it. So yeah, oh, he's a fine figure of a man. But yeah, it looks pretty cool on his shoulder, the Osmo Pocket, if you can see that, guys, just above the picture-in-picture. So I really hope you enjoyed this one, guys, and let me know what you think in the comments as always. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and take care. Tech NRAC out. All the best.